Hard as it may be to imagine today, downtown Miami was once a bustling neighborhood of private homes. And fortunately, you can still get an idea of what pre-war Miami was like on the perimeter of downtown in a neighborhood called Lummus Park. But you better move fast. The hood has a date with the wrecking ball, a fact that has historic preservationists up in arms. Here's Mark Mooney.
What is there about this rundown neighborhood that causes one group of people to want to save it for the sake of history?
It's the end. It's now or never.
And another group to bulldoze it in the name of progress.
It's full of crack dealers. It's full of prostitutes.
Lummus Park, one of Miami's oldest neighborhoods, is the latest battlefield of historic conservationists and real estate developers.
This is the last intact street of houses that once filled a good portion of the city of Miami.
She's fighting plans to build a 14-story apartment building for low-income families. But Arva Parks is really trying to save historic homes. A few of them the only examples left of a vernacular style from Miami's pre-boom World War I period.
I don't think I've ever seen a building quite like that in Miami. I think that's almost one of a kind.
But where some see irreplaceable architecture, others... Let me direct your attention to that bungalow across the street. Don't see much. That's a style that you see nowhere else in Miami. Why should that be bulldozed for the... You don't find that attractive?
Not at all.
So says this high-rise project supporter who's all in favor of leveling the past to make way for the new. We'll come back to him, but first, a brief history of urban renewal in Miami, because Lummus Park has been in the news before.
City inspectors examined it last December and found 47 code violations.
It's 1967. Federal urban renewal comes to Miami. Some neighborhoods like Overtown are declared a slum and cleared for redevelopment.
Overtown was supposed to be renewed and we were going to have a great community and everything.
Activist Enid Pinkney says urban renewal ruined Overtown, and she never imagined slum clearance would be tried again.
Urban renewal was black removal. That's all it was.
So Pinkney is lobbying city commissioners to stop the Lummus high-rise. Most big cities are demolishing high-rise inner-city housing projects, she argues, not building them.
High-rise, low-income development should never be built in the city of Miami again.
Strong words, but Johnny Winton is a real estate developer. He's inclined to blame the city and side with property owners since they've invested almost $1 million in a project wrongfully encouraged by the city.
There's a great need for low and middle income housing. There isn't any.
While he's right about the need for low-cost inner-city housing, don't tell that to residents about to be evicted from their homes.
It's a problem to move again, to look at, but we don't know when we're going, what we're going to find.
I don't think that's fair because people have been living here for a long time.
But developers of the high-rise say they are offering generous relocation assistance to neighbors displaced by the project. And since the design may be scaled back, they say, the apartment building could eventually be more neighborhood-friendly than first planned. For the Times, this is Mark Mooney.
Developers of the project have secured construction financing, and they say they'd like to break ground within 30 days.